G'day, how you going? So I went and bought DxO. The Black Friday sales were too good to be true, so I got PhotoLab 5, and there was this thing called DxO FilmPack 6, and it's awesome. So I went and got that as a bundle. But I'm going to talk about this DxO FilmPack 6. If you like film photography, it's awesome. I'll show it to you. There's this one feature that's awesome. It's called this thing called Time Machine. What it does is it gives you over here like 19th century, 20th century, 1900s, 1910, 1920, and over here it just gives you a little, gives you a history of what the photo film was, just a bit of history really. It's awesome. You can read up and learn a few things about what the hell film was used, like in the 70s, Muhammad Ali. It even gives you a little history lesson that doesn't even talk about photography there. I guess it's referencing the photo, what a classic photo that was. And if you love film, say you like 1910, the 1900s. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Let's go to 1910. 1910 to, oh wow, look at that. I mean, that's just like a postcard, and it's got all these borders too, and effects that it puts over it, like coffee stains and on what type of canvas. To get into that, you can double click and it comes up with the options. It's this little tab here, and here you've got all these effects. So you can pick a frame if you want, old paper. You can have textures, paper grain, water droplets. You can have textures, like you can put it on cloth. Let's go to 1970s and pick something like, what's this one, Concord. What about the 1980s? Cross-processed Kodak Elite 100. In the 90s, it was for a time the fashion to obtain strange colors. No shit. So yeah, that one's pretty boring actually. Let's go something different. Yeah, you got sepia, the classic sepia ones, vintage. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Photo 1900. 1910. Oh wow. You got creative vignetting. You can go the opposite if you want and go dark. I like this one, family card. It gives you like a 1940s type look. It's great for projects, you can get creative with it, go back in time. I would like for a present, and like I did my nephew, and it's yeah, 1910, 1920s, 1930s, 1940s, the 50s. Oh, that looks cool, the 50s, with the paper burnt off and water damage. The 60s. I think this one was JFK. It's got the, what do you call it? The thingamajig here. The film, the edge of the film. A bit of light leaks. JFK. The 80s. God. I don't know what filter that, but then you can put like borders around there, make it look interesting. I like this one, the cappuccino. That looks awesome. So if you don't want to use presets, you can go directly to new, and it'll give you like you start from scratch with like classic films, color negatives. You got your Fuji, Superior, Velvia, Kodak Portra, all the classic films over the century, and DxO is pretty good. I mean, they've got years and years of experience and research behind it. So what they've researched is pretty much close to the original. For instance, this one is Velvia 50, and that looks pretty much like Velvia 50. So what I did there it actually corrects the horizons and everything because with DxO it has modules, so that's pretty cool as well with it. And then the modules will let you use the corrections that the DxO team have come up with. What I mean by that, I'll show you what I mean by that. If I go into this one, up here it says which lens was the picture taken with. Now what DxO do, they have these modules where you can download what they've researched the lens and the best correction for the lens. You know, the straight lines, it gets rid of chromatic aberration, you know, the green teal and shit like that. But here you'll see it's asking me which lens did I use to photograph this shot. So I used the 14-150 version 2. So I'll click OK, and that's going to now download it from their website, and it's going to use that to apply automatic corrections to the picture. So there you go. It kind of, did you see that? It fixed up all the lines and a bit of the fisheye there. You can get them in packs and it's cheaper, or you can get them in individual. Anyway, that's DxO FilmPack for you. If you like it, just Google it and try and look for a good deal. I tried to look for codes that were out there, but I couldn't find any. I think because of today is 50% off anyway. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one.